Coast Nation, Sanbonan Bafetu, and welcome back to Football Trends with me, QP. Now, unfortunately, Bafetu ang petang in the Nandi, even though I just wanted to give you guys, a lineup prediction because tomorrow we're playing against the Cape Town City, and obviously I just wanted to give you guys an prediction and how Kaizer Chiefs can revenge themselves against Cape Town City, because on our previous encounter we've lost to them. Now, speaking in terms of sad news, Buffet, we're not just going to touch on that, also we're going to touch on Coach Nabi and the plans that they have for Kaizer Chiefs, and yeah, definitely we're going to speak more about that. But of course, before we dive more into those details, please do make sure you like the video, you subscribe to the channel, and also don't forget to click a bell notification so that next time when I post a new video you get notified. Now, obviously, before we get into Indaba's lineup prediction and also what coach had to say, I just want us to quickly touch on Indaba Kege Umfana Rashwin Dudley. Now, you've seen lately that given Msimango and Inaso Miguel has been the two centre-back pairings for Kaizer Chiefs, on the previous games. The reason why we did not have anything is because Rashwin Dudley has been injured, and according to my reports, it looks like he is going to be injured for the rest of the season. So there's some when we do a pre-season training, that's where we can see Rashwin Dudley, back in the training. So unfortunately, those are the sad news that I have about Rashwin Dudley. That means given him Samango and Inaso Miguel have to do very well with their partnership playing Lapana centre back pairing. Now, I'm not too sure what is going to happen with the left back, because there are some people who think the left back position, if ever we have Edmondson Dove playing there, maybe we could move him into the centre back pairing to play with Inaso Miguel rather than giving him Simango. Well, for me, I understand the concerns, Buffetu, but if we do that, we are going to be exposed, because we do not have a pacey left back, someone who's good as Edmondson Dove. Yes, Bradley Cross is available, he can do the job, but Kumbule Happy Mashiane is not available due to injury. We do have Samgelo Zwane. I don't know what happened to him, but it looks like he's out because of an injury. And then Teshrik Morris, I'm not too sure if there are other players, but I will mention them as we go along with the video. And then now, Bafetu, speaking in terms of what the coach had to say, the problems and the solution. Now, there are three factors that coach thinks is hindering the process of Kaizer Chiefs, growing into the team that he wants and the fans want. So according to him, he says, I would say that the factors and the issues we have in the second round of the season are injuries that kept some players away from the team, while those players were in very good momentum. So I would say that Duba, Ashley Dupree, Ox were in a good space before being injured. You can't keep them. You can't keep the same lineup for about 5 games in a row because of the injuries. Another thing that we have been dealing with is internal. I would say that it's the conviction and confidence to believe that we can go on a run of the good results. This problem comes from experience of the last years. You lose one game and you're afraid that you're going to lose another. So that is something else. We have worked a lot on that individually and collectively, but we feel that those 3 things, the injuries, conviction and confidence, were the main issues we faced during this round. Coach Nabi. Now, before we jump into the lineup prediction and how we're going to avenge ourselves, let's just quickly jump to Indabazama transfers on how they are going to sign new players, because they have a new strategy when it comes to signing new players. And I know there are some players who have been linked with the move to the Glamour Boys. I'm going to clarify on that, but not on today's video. So in terms of our player signings and the new way that coach and the technical team and also the team itself, the new ways, they say we know the competition, it's hard to sign players from other clubs in South Africa for us, so we need to change our strategy, and we have a new strategy in management for that. It's not for me to talk to you about it, but the club, we have a new strategy that we're working on. After this window, we will maybe look outside another country for other players, but it's not about names. I don't need big names. I need the profile of that player that can fit into my system. Not a name, and we will go outside South Africa if we need to, but I don't want too many players, but I want the quality players that my game model needs. I don't let me repeat this one. But I don't want too many players, but I want the quality players that my game model needs. Which is your coach Nabi. But I don't know how many times I've spoken about this in challenge. To coach needs a minimum of few players in the team squad, which namanje I still believe, and I strongly believe with Nagajane that is going to be a problem, because definitely you can even see now Rashun Dudley is injured. If we do not have another center back, I don't know what we were going to do, because it's a problem. Let's say Uzita Kunika is not available, and also given him Simango, we did not have that player. Who was going to play Lapano center back? Let's say Edmondson Dove was still out, injured. Who were we going to play? Are we going to sacrifice one of the players to play that center back position? Angas, you can let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Now, let's just quickly jump into the lineup prediction and how Kaizer Chiefs can avenge themselves against the Cape Town City. Okay, perfect. Now, if you look at our previous lineup, we had Bruce Vuma in Goldie, and then we had Given Simango as the right center back, Inaso Mikael as the left center back, our leader and commander, and then we had Edmondson Dove as the left back, Rev Frosler as the right back, and then we played Tabotele and Gosampino Ngobo, playing as central, Gaston Sereno attacking. Now, the problem is we might not have, the services of Lilepo looking at forward, because Lilepo has been limping, so definitely there's something that he's not promising, to be honest, Buffett. So I will not be surprised if on tomorrow's game we change Ulilepo and then we bring in Umfana, maybe Umfundo Vilagazi, or even Mduduzi Shabalala, because coach does tend to play like that. So we might see, a change on Omakabi Lilepo, Mr. Lollipop, and then Gaston Sereno. I think he will start. Ashley Dupreez, he might start. Bulemodi, he might start, and then Tabotele also he might start. If not, then probably this is going to be Ox, and then we play with Tabotele here. If that's not the case, then definitely maybe Tele and also Edison Castillo. But I think coach still needs to give him some time. I don't know, I'm a minute for what, but I feel like if ever we are winning tomorrow, then maybe he can introduce Edson Castillo, because it's been a while, it's been a minute Buffet too, and we need to see him back in action. And then also looking at the back line, I don't think we need to change anything. Obviously, if ever we feel the need that we need to bring in Umfana Frosler, and then we can bring him in. Simango, I'm not saying he's perfect on that position, but clearly he's been doing a good job. I just hope they can try to communicate better him and to give him Simango, because that set piece that we considered a goal was because of the communication, I believe. Probably Miguel thought, okay, this guy will be forward, but unfortunately he was not forward when he made the late run, and then he was not marked, so that is something that we could have prevented if ever we were ready to make sure the players had good communication and at the back. But so far I think I'm still pleased with how they were defending the game, but hey, something is coming alright. Something is coming alright. So yeah, Wandile Duba is back. Like I've said, we do have Wandile Duba, and then I'm not too sure whether he will play tomorrow's game or not, but Wandile Duba and also Rangashe Vaviro, those are the center forwards that we currently have, which we used to have back then. Unfortunately, with Tashik Morris Buffet, it's still too early to say what is going to happen, but I believe Lento Bingi Saba, when we signed Tashik Morris, what if we sign him and then we don't get nothing from him? So the only thing I'm happy about is that Kaizer Chiefs did not pay for him. So definitely he does add something when it comes to center forward, but unfortunately age and also injuries. I think that is something that is going to prove a problem in terms of Cheshire Morris. He might not even finish, his contract. But good news is, definitely whenever he's there, he does something. So angas what is going to happen, but if ever we're going outside and we are going to sign players, let's not sign players whose age are going to be a hindering factor, or someone who's going to perform only for one season and then after that kuba inkinga. I understand there are some players who are exceptional, but let's not risk it because we are building. We don't need a 2 minutes fame. We need to be sure within Aranjani. If ever we go outside and we sign, if we sign players like Abu Faisal Salom, those are young players, proven winners, but young. Definitely someone who can be able to adapt, take some time to adapt and also be as fit as a fellow. But anyways, I believe this is it, Bafetu. Thank you so much for watching. Please do make sure you like the video. It's very important that you like the video. I will see you soon with something new. Peace.